1 Chronicles 25. The musicians. David, together with the commanders of the army, set apart some of the sons of Asaph, Heman and Jeduthun for the ministry of prophesying, accompanied by harps, lyres and cymbals. Here is the list of the men who performed this service. From the sons of Asaph: Zakkur, Joseph, Nethaniah and Asarela. The sons of Asaph were under the supervision of Asaph, who prophesied under the king's supervision. As for Jeduthun, from his sons: Gedaliah, Zeri, Jeshiah, Shimei, Hashabiah and Mattithiah, 6 in all, under the supervision of their father Jeduthun, who prophesied, using the harp and thanking and praising the Lord. As for Heman, from his sons: Bukiah, Mattaniah, Uzziel, Shubael and Jeremoth, Ananiah, Hanani, Eliathah, Gidalti and Romamti-Ezer, Joshbekashah, Malothi, Hothir and Mahazioth. All these were sons of Heman the king's seer. They were given him through the promises of God to exalt him. God gave Heman 14 sons and 3 daughters. All these men were under the supervision of their father for the music of the temple of the Lord, with cymbals, lyres and harps, for the ministry at the house of God. Asaph, Jeduthun and Heman were under the supervision of the king. Along with their relatives, all of them trained and skilled in music for the Lord, they numbered 288. Young and old alike, teacher as well as student, cast lots for their duties. The first lot, which was for Asaph, fell to Joseph. His sons and relatives 12. The second to Gedaliah, him and his relatives and sons 12. The third to Zakkur, his sons and relatives 12. The fourth to Isri, his sons and relatives 12. The fifth to Nethaniah, his sons and relatives 12. The sixth to Bukiah, his sons and relatives 12. The seventh to Jesarela, his sons and relatives 12. The eighth to Jeshiah, his sons and relatives 12. The ninth to Mattaniah, his sons and relatives 12. The 10th to Shimei, his sons and relatives 12. The 11th to Azarel, his sons and relatives 12. The 12th to Hashabiah, his sons and relatives 12. The 13th to Shubael, his sons and relatives 12. The 14th to Mattithiah, his sons and relatives 12. The 15th to Jeremoth, his sons and relatives 12. The 16th to Ananiah, his sons and relatives 12. The 17th to Joshbekashah, his sons and relatives 12. The 18th to Hanani, his sons and relatives 12. The 19th to Malothi, his sons and relatives 12. The 20th to Eliathah, his sons and relatives 12. The 21st to Hothir, his sons and relatives 12. The 22nd to Gidalti, his sons and relatives 12. The 23rd to Mahazioth, his sons and relatives 12. The 24th to Romamti-Ezer, his sons and relatives 12.